Alright, here we are. Don't know anything about this game. All I know is that it's a mystery game, and you're a hitchhiker. So yeah, fun stuff, isn't it? Right. Setting out a few things. Okay. Not you. No. What's that? There's that dude. Okay, so let's get started, shall we? Hitchhiker. New game. California driver's license. Vern Wilson. Look around using the left thing, okay. Hi, Vern. What you got there? Raisins? Raisins are good. Bison chewing tobacco. All I got is a toothbrush.
So, where are you headed?
I don't know.
Not the talkative type, eh?
Love is extremely difficult. Realization that is the extremely difficult realization that something other than yourself is real.
That's okay. Most people I pick up are just waiting for their turn to talk. Want a raisin?
Oh, hell yeah. Give me a raisin.
They're from my farm.
Give me that raisin. Yum. You poisoned me. Nah, fuck you.
Guess those things don't agree with you yet. Strange. They're Thompson seedless. Good raisins. We still farm more of those in California than anywhere on Earth.
What we got there?
You want to know the clearest evidence that reality isn't real?
This guy's crazy. Yeah, sure. Enlighten me.
Raisins and grapes, man. They're
Yeah,
the
this guy's
same
crazy.
thing, but they taste
I want out.
disgusting when eaten
I want
together.
out. I want out. Get me out of
Obvious
here.
bug in the program there, right?
Get me out of here. This guy's
Memory is a slippery thing.
face isn't real, dude.
Think about when somebody asks you about this ride later, assuming you even know where you're going, and get someplace where somebody can ask you. Hey, how'd you get here anyway? They'll ask you. Oh, I hitched. And your brain will flash back for a second when you say this. And it'll show you a frozen snapshot of yourself, sitting in this car, talking to me like we are right now. But which moment will it actually show you? Will it be this one? Or this one? Or this one?
What are
We
you
think
doing?
we remember how people really were, how our lives together really were. But when we think back to them, even the people we cared about the most, all we're doing is snatching moments out of the air. Just grabbing another raisin out of the box. My wife.
Who are you trying to remember?
She's
His
dead
wife.
now. But you probably guessed that. Thanks. But you don't look like you're doing so well yourself.
I don't know what I'm
Takes
doing,
one
man.
to know one, right?
Man, I'm just trying to figure things out.
I can always spot someone who's grieving along this highway. They usually stand on the road with a dazed look on their face and their thumb up in the air. No, I don't know you. Just know the type.
I don't like this guy.
My wife? If I'm totally honest with you, I don't really remember what she looked like.
This guy's weird.
Remember everything about her. Just not her face.
You're right here.
Some people have faces that are easy to remember. Doesn't seem fair. Sure. It's not as easy as people think.
Can I use my toothbrush?
I'll give you an example. You think you're present in the moment?
No.
You've been talking to me for a few minutes now. What color are my eyes?
I think they were blue.
Yep. Not bad. But that's just your photographer's eye.
Huh, I was a lucky guess.
Just figured from your gear. A lot of photographers carry that backpack.
Photographer.
Tell you what, Ansel Adams. Do me a favor and crack the window, would you?
There you go.
That's better.
That's a tutorial?
Now, where
Okay.
were we? Not much profit in talking geography with someone who doesn't know where he's going or where he's from. But if you want to know, the trunk of this car is full of 4 bushels of raisins that I'm driving to my brother's place in Intercourse. That enough info for you, Copernicus? Yep. Intercourse, Pennsylvania. You're not going to believe this, but my other brother lives in Lampshade, Texas. I once picked up a guy who'd been to the Czech Republic. They've got some really weirdly named places over there, he was telling me. One place that means young celebrator of pain. The thing is, some of these places are 700 years old. I guess they didn't really know how to name places back then.
Duck call. What's that? Where'd this go? 530-555-0743.
You know, when I was a kid, my brother and I used to drive our parents crazy on long drives like this. What you got there?
Just a
matchbook, huh? I figured it must have been something important. Because the window is still open.
Huh?
So, where were we? Our folks wouldn't let us listen to the radio in the car. So we used to make up these songs about food on long drives to pass the time. We had this one with about 30 verses, each about a different kind of grain.
There
was this one time when we passed a billboard for this new kind of bread. Balach bread. In hell they have a hell a lot of balach bread. In hell they have a hell a lot of balach bread. In hell they have a hell a lot of balach bread. In hell they have a hell a lot of balach bread. Oh yeah, that drove Mom and Dad crazy. Come on, join in. In hell they have a hell a lot of balach bread. In hell they have a hell a lot of balach bread. In hell they have a hell a lot of balach bread. In hell they have a hell a lot of balach bread.
Catchy song, yeah.
Actually, I'm beginning to understand my parents' perspective. Getting older is funny. It's like reading a book where less and less happens, but the writing gets better and better. You got that right, kid. Let me tell you, getting old is no picnic.
Okay.
Yeah, well, that all sort of depends on which raisin you take out of the box, right? How you spin it. We were married for 37 years.
Scar.
People used to ask us how we managed, being married and all, working off the side of the road together, sharing a little trailer. The truth is, nobody knows if they're happily married. All they know is that it's the thing they've been doing every day for the last 37 years. Yeah. We used to have a strict division of labor back when we worked together. She would raise the grape from the time it appeared on the vine, and I'd step in as soon as it was time to start drying them. Our customers used to have fun with that. I'm the dry one, they'd say. Grapes attract a certain kind of person. A person who likes to tell jokes. Wine enthusiasts, tourists, people who like to talk. There's a photo in that glove box there of us, standing in front of our trailer. It was in a magazine. One of those stories about vanishing farmers that always pulls heartstrings with the rest of the country. Well, I never opened the glove box myself. It's kind of a superstition of mine. But help yourself.
Farmer's arm in there.
Hey, where'd you get that? That's not her. And that guy there, he looks like you. I don't know. I was gonna ask you the same question, Copernicus. Did he... Who gave this to you? Well, I guess it belongs to you. You'd better hold on to it. What woman? Well, oh, her. Well, hard to say. I wouldn't lose any sleep over it.
That's weird.
What's that black thing in the glove box, anyway?
Those are binoculars.
See anything interesting there? Yep. Not much to see around here. Pretty flat until we hit North Bend.
Alright. Don't trust this guy. I'm
Say,
gonna...
want to hear a joke?
Sure.
Why did the raisin take the prune to the dance?
Why?
He couldn't get a date.
That's pretty funny, yeah.
Hey, that reminds me. It's almost 4:30. You'll like this. It's my favorite. I once knew the hostess, Darlene. She used to change the tires on my truck on Highway 51.
Welcome to another Interstate Riddle
Stop.
Hour.
Can we stop?
Here's our first riddle. Keep your eyes peeled, all you blacktop carpetbaggers.
Can we stop? I wanna...
I fly, yet I have no wings. I cry, yet I have no eyes. Darkness
We've
follows
been
me.
here.
Lower light I never see.
Wait, what?
Need some help? I fly, yet I have no wings.
Fly,
I
have
cry,
no wings.
yet I have no eyes. Darkness follows me. Lower light I never see.
Oh, yeah.
Very good. Here's our next one. A gatekeeper forever bound. He opens and shuts with a similar sound.
Opens and shuts with a window. No. The gatekeeper without a sound. He opens and shuts without a sound. Wait, the gatekeeper knows no bound.
Need some help? A gatekeeper forever bound. He opens and shuts with a similar sound.
Gatekeeper
Need some help? A gatekeeper forever bound.
forever
He
bound.
opens and shuts with a similar sound.
Gatekeeper forever bound. He opens and shuts with a similar sound. Gonna use it. My head.
Need some help?
Yeah.
Think metal teeth that open and shut.
Metal teeth open and shut. Gatekeeper forever bound. Opens and Am I stupid? There's a door. Metal teeth. Open and shut. I'm stupid. Gatekeeper forever bound. He opens and shuts. A similar sound.
Need some help? The answer is right between your feet.
I'm an idiot.
Very good.
I don't know why I listen to this every day. Damn questions are rigged. I never get it.
Says the guy who never knew what pressure to keep his tires at.
Hey!
This is
Having fun? Want to keep going?
sure.
Great. Here's another one. Take one out and scratch my head. I am now black, but once was red. What
Raisin.
am I?
Take one out and scratch my head. I am now black, but once was red.
Well done. Okay, here's a tough one. I have 4 wings but cannot fly.
A door.
I never laugh and never cry. On the same spot I'm always found, toiling away with little sound. What am I?
4 wings, but cannot fly. Forever toiling in the same spot. Hmm? 4 wings. So not the car itself.
Need some help?
Repeat.
I have 4 wings but cannot
4
fly.
wings, cannot fly.
I never laugh and never,
Never
cry.
cry.
On the same spot I'm always found, toiling away with little sound.
A windmill. But I don't see a windmill around here. Not seeing.
Need some help? Round and round we go, people.
I don't see. There's one way over there. Yeah, I know. That windmill has more than 4 wings. This guy's weird.
Need some help?
I think I know what it is.
You might need to get your binoculars out to find this object.
Oh.
It's not so close. All right, here's our last riddle. He lies without touching the ground.
Oh, come on, Darlene. Damn it, Darlene. I should have tipped her better when she changed the tires. She's been out to get me ever since. Look, she isn't being straight with you, kid.
Check the photo, Copernicus. The photo in your bag. Then you'll see. She's in trouble, Copernicus. You must help her.
Things like that happen all the time on this highway. It's nothing to lose your scrunchie over.
Riddle hour has now ended. I've helped you all I can this time. So long, Copernicus.
Kid, I am sorry about your girlfriend, but I had nothing to do with it. It's just the opposite. I was sent to protect you. From yourself. You picked this car every bit as much as I chose to stop for you. You picked this car, picked me, not to feel anything. Kid, just let it go. There's nothing for you down that road. Nothing but hurt. Look, I admit I lied. But only about one thing. Yeah, we've met. Twice, in fact. Sure. You showed up at my trailer park taking photos. At first, I was a bit suspicious, since there were plans to kick us out and develop the trailer park into some kind of shopping center. But then it became clear that you'd been sent here by a magazine to do one of those stories about vanishing farmers that always pulls heartstrings with the rest of the country. The woman in the photo? No, I didn't actually meet her.
Huh.
I just know what you told me about her.
Stop
She was
the car.
backpacking around Europe without you. And you?
Left's gonna be the windmill.
You weren't taking it so well. Kid, I told you, you don't want to go down that road.
I do, thank you.
Well, what's that they say in that Tom Cruise movie? The one where he's a bartender?
Oh.
Everything ends badly, or it wouldn't end at all? I wasn't afraid of the truth either, back then. My wife, when she got the x-rays, when she knew, she decided to spare my feelings. Didn't tell me anything. Hid the x-rays in one place I'd never suspect, because it was so obvious. Stayed closed until today, till you came along. That's what you liked about me when we met, when you came to take those photos. You said you admired my fortitude. I had to look up at least one of those words in the dictionary. Turns out that you just meant my not feeling every little thing that's gone wrong with me. Well, that's life as a raisin farmer. We're not known for live casting our power ballads. Each raisin is a little setback that you've learned to live with. You don't dwell on it or try too hard to remember. I wish it was that simple, kid. Hey, Chief. Why don't you have a look here?
I saw that.
He appeared on this highway about the same time you did. I guess he's part of what you're running from. Not sure. You can't see him directly. He only shows up in mirrors, windows, pictures. Well, we haven't talked yet about the second time we met. That's the thing. It's a little hard to explain. Better if I just take you there.
To the windmill.
It's just a quick detour. We'll be there in a minute. But close the window. You don't want to have it open where we're headed.
Fine. I shouldn't have eaten that raisin. Definitely shouldn't have eaten that raisin.
A man travels along a road until he reaches a gate at the top of a hill. The road has been long and straight so far, and the going has been easy. But now the man can't go any further, so he takes a seat by the road to rest. The man waits, and after a length of time that seems neither short nor long, the gate opens, and a guard appears. The man asks the guard for entry, but the guard says he cannot let him enter at the moment. The man thinks for a second and asks if he will be allowed through later. It is possible, says the guard, but not now. The gate now stands slightly open, and the man tries to look through it longingly. His journey has been easy so far, and he misses the feeling of the open road. The guard notices and laughs. Even if you could gain entry, there are many gatekeepers after me. Some are much stronger than me, and I'm afraid to look upon them. So there the man waits, for days, months, years, waiting to enter. One day, when he's given up hope of entering, a single question occurs to him, one he has not thought of before. Why, he wonders aloud, are there no other travelers along this road? All these years, no one but myself has waited in front of this gate.
Hold on. Okay, right, I'm back. Where were we?
Answer to this question
Guard.
comes from a voice near his shoulder. "It is you who made this gate," says a bird perched nearby. "So it
Mental
exists for no one but you." "But why?" asks the traveler. "Why would I choose to stop here?"
Feed the bird.
The bird answers after hungrily eating a crust of bread from the man's hand. After this point, the road becomes less straight. It splinters like the tree in which I live, splitting into dozens, hundreds of branches. The path becomes impossibly narrow and frail, and crowded with the view of other paths one could have taken. There's only one point ahead on the road where all paths converge, where all points join, where the light shines through skin and through lies. But it's never been reached by one of your kind, a traveler who walks on feet. "Shoo!" cries the guard, chasing the bird away. "Don't listen to his nonsense." Having said this, he takes a seat next to the traveler, but not before closing the gate forever. So when you think about it, who knows how long we've been sitting here, just like this, on this road. Take it from me. It's better to face things with, what's it called again? Fortitude. Better not to feel too much. Want a raisin?
No.
You sure? You just need to get used to them. Life is like a box of raisins. That's some Forrest Gump type wisdom for you right there. Here, I'll leave the box open for you. Help yourself.
Respect. Back. Feed the bird. Feed the bird.
Look, hooded crows all along this road.
Shouldn't have done that.
I have to chase these for my farm every harvest.
So, anything I can do? Any...
They look hungry. Didn't get much peck out of this last harvest. You don't want to do that, kid. These birds are unpredictable.
You're unpredictable.
There's no telling what they'll do once they start swarming. Get enough of these crows together and it's big trouble.
I'm not gonna stay with this gatekeeper.
You're making a mistake, kid. You don't know where they're taking you. Look, I'll help you. I'll help you figure out what happened when she came back from Europe. Look, I get that you're mad, and I don't blame you. But you don't know what's out there, kid. Kid, what other drivers on this road are like. Stay with me, and things will play a whole lot safer. All right, I guess you made your choice. Don't blame me for what happens next. Now you've done it. They've taken control of the car. I don't know, Copernicus. Why don't you ask them? my farm, Copernicus. I had a funny feeling. The moment you looked through those binoculars. Well, they're pulling us around in circles. They're afraid of the scarecrows I put up here last summer. They want to take you, I suppose, to that windmill in the middle.
What am I trying to do?
You need to
here?
rotate the scarecrows. See if you can find something in this car that might do the trick. That's it, kid. Now, more of the same. Almost there. That's it, kid.
Bloody hell.
I think it's for you. They have a way of leaving gifts once you've fed them. Often something shiny or a piece of string.
I'm going away for 2 months. I'll be back before you know it. It's practically a cliche. Going to Europe to have new experiences, and yeah, it's corny, but maybe find myself.
I guess I'm just worried that you'll find yourself but lose me along the way.
I'll be back before you know it. Promise. Here's a security deposit.
What a weird box. Did you win this at the circus?
It's great, right? I'll send you something
I just
special
didn't
from
feel
Europe
like
to
it.
put inside, so you know I'm thinking of you.
Oh, actually,
And
hold
then
on.
we have a road trip together when I get back.
Huh?
You won't miss me anyway. You have plenty to keep you busy. Like that job in California. The story about the...
The vanishing grapefruit.
Alright.
You're right. I'm worrying too much. I love it. Does it lock?
In some
That's
other
fine.
world, it
Maybe
must,
that does
but not
it.
here. Okay, trade you
It's
a
already
memory box
past
for your
11.
Polaroid.
Oh, 10. It's
Say
already past-
cheese.
It's almost 11. 2256 is 1056.
Well, now that you know how it started, doesn't make the next step any easier, does it?
Oh, no.
Listen, I disapprove of just about every choice you've made on this trip. But I like you, kid, and I can see you've made up your mind. If you want to find your girlfriend, if you want to find out what happened, if you really want to go there, you've got to find that box. I don't know, kid. But find that box and the key. Open the box before it's too late. Well, this is where I say goodbye. Unless you want to help transport 4 bushels across. Nah. Just remember, there are many more gates ahead and many more guards. I'm pretty much the friendly drunken uncle of the bunch. Well, good luck to you, kid. Oh, one more thing.
What?
What did the grape say when he got run over by the car? Nothing. He just gave a little whine. Good luck with your search.
Goodbye. I got my toothbrush. Well then. That's that. the first guard. I don't know how many more guards there are. Looks like there's 5 rides total. So ride 2, Patrick Hopper, Oregon.
It's the second house on the right here. No, wait, the third.
Don't you remember where it is? I thought you spent your whole childhood here.
2. Oh,
Do you know what put us on top of the food chain? Do you know? And please don't say opposable thumbs. Plenty of animals have those. Possums, koalas, something called the waxy monkey leaf frog. They're nothing special. Forget about thumbs, okay? Memory is what put us here. So many of our dreams are set in the places where we used to live. We want to see them, visit them again. There should be a rule, a kind of a social convention. The old apartment room works like this. We can show up any place we used to live and simply explain, oh, I used to live here. There's nothing strange about it. The people who live there just throw open their doors and invite us in to have a look around. So we can go back home again. So we can be whole. Hey, are you keeping an eye out? Oh dear. I didn't mean to put you to sleep.
I care.
You to sleep with my talking. No.
Save the dolphin.
No offense taken. I've been...
Oh, that deer screams. Seeing for a lecture was shooting him there.
I've been told I have a way of putting my students to sleep. We're looking for Asper Street. And at least it used to be called that. The problem is that a few years ago they rearranged all the letters of the street signs in this neighborhood. Very impractical. I didn't catch your name. I'm Hobbs.
Copernicus.
Yes, that's what everyone calls me. Everyone except my students, of course.
Teacher.
No, just a second. Let's find this Asper Street, please, before we begin our inquiries. Like I say, they might have rearranged the letters a bit.
You will soon be hungry again. Grove Streets. What we got here? Grove Streets. School Streets.
Yes, that's it. Very good. So, we're on our way. Now, there was something you wanted to ask.
Yes.
Yes, then it's going to turn out that big surprise. I do know you. A person trapped in the radio? Oh, yes. We've
530-555.
We've all met you along this highway. Now, I picked you up because I could tell you're looking for something. Something you've lost. Now, we're all looking for something on this road. I've never met anyone who wasn't. My dog. Well, she's been missing for a long time now. Hops, like me. Stupid idea, naming a dog after yourself. They constantly think they're being trained. Every time someone you know stops you in the street. Made her a little bit high-strung. So, Vern mentioned this problem you have with a photo.
Oh, wait.
So, you're looking for her. What happened to her? Well, a singed photograph is never a good sign. I'm sorry, though. You don't remember anything? Well, I can help you with one part. You two came by my house, yes? See, that's my silo. There in the background. Well, there was some kind of an argument. I invited you two in and put the kettle on the stove. You never wound up making it through the front door. She suddenly had to take a call. You got impatient. Now, I don't know, but you didn't seem happy about it. I had the feeling it was a recurring thing. Someone who's in the habit of getting in the way between you two. Well, I'm happy to help, however I can. What do you have in mind? If you want to know what happened to her, why don't you just ask her yourself? You haven't asked me yet where we're headed. The warehouse of lost things. Impressed?
Sounds like a discount store.
Oh, yes. Vern said you were pretty funny. Oh, okay. It's this warehouse that contains everything you've ever lost in your life. You can find anything there, even feelings, but you only get 15 minutes to look. Yes, only 15 minutes. It really threw me the last time I was there. I got distracted by some mittens I had as a kid. Left them at a bus stop sometime in the mid-'60s. After that, my parents bought those things that clip your mittens to your coat so it wouldn't happen again. Well, why not? Shamanic tribes of the Amazon believe that in order to heal, you have to journey into the other world, find the thing you've lost among the spirits, and bring it back. Now, and to think about all the things we misplace. Atlantis, huh? And we lost an entire city once. Why shouldn't we get a second chance to go back and retrieve some of the things we've left behind? Now, if I remember correctly, it's only about another 20 minutes from here. Peculiar. It's nothing. Just wondering about this green light. Are you one of these people who's good with cars? I was hoping you might know. I never saw it before until you got into the car. A car manual? Oh, no. That's not the sort of book I keep in here. I'm a humanities teacher. No, I think we'll wait to find a mechanic someplace. Perhaps that part-time quiz show hostess. Ah, the green light. The epic sense of man's urgency. The future that keeps receding from us. Yes, I suppose you've read The Great Gatsby, too. It's probably nothing major, just a reminder to get something checked. But what do I know? I'm not the technical sort. Oh, we could ask Lola. Well, she's very good with these things.
Elementals. 73 Olympia, Washington.
Things. Lola's a kind of oracle. Well, she's given me lots of good advice, right from where you're sitting. Besides, more to the point, I'd like to check with her about directions, just to make sure we're pointed the right way. See if you can find her here. No, no, not a woman. A bear. Well, she's quite small, you see. A toy bear. Now, I found her at the World's Fair in Barcelona, 1929, at an exhibition about alchemy. Lola Montez. But she's somewhere in this car now. Feel free to rummage around as much as you need. What have you got there? Interesting. Looks familiar. There she is. Ah, Lola. Put her on the glove box lid, my boy. That's where she likes to speak. Yes, sometimes directly, sometimes in more of a roundabout way. Lola, dearest, now I'm here with this young fellow here, and well, the warehouse. Now, it's left up here on Concord Avenue, right? She's not ready to talk yet. She's lonely, and she misses her friends. Fellow memory objects. That's her preferred company. Trinkets like her, lost and found many times over the years, imbued with the memories of everyone who's ever claimed them as their own. Get enough of them together, and things start to get interesting. The present moment peels back like wallpaper to reveal the past behind it, and the future ahead. Her and her friends, yes. She's very good. She even remembers my dog's names. Well, it depends on how many are missing at any given time. Currently, Hops is the only one who's out of pocket. She's been gone for almost 9 months. I'd very much like to find her. Well, no, I couldn't look for her these last month. I got a bit detained. Yes, it all started when I was buying some tube socks. I was on the escalator, trying to leave the mall. Do you ever have that thing where you buy something and you know it's the right thing, but you start worrying about it just as you're leaving? I was staring at the socks, wondering if they were the right length. Now, I knew they were, but I must have not been paying attention. Because suddenly, I slipped down that crack at the end of the escalator, right where you're supposed to step off. Yes, exactly the thing kids are always worrying about, getting sucked down the escalator. Well, first quite quickly, and then very slowly. Before you know it, you're banging around in this chute, and then you land at the bowling green. That's what they call the entrance. That's a little area with some onboarding materials and that fake grass carpeting, so the landing isn't so rough. It's the most fantastic place. Under the escalator, just vast. Like falling out of bed and landing on the moon. Oh, no. There are other people there, but not much good for company. Everyone's just waiting to get out. Very poserish scene down there. Let me tell you. A lot of staged ennui. Oh, not much, really. There's an old black and white TV that only gets a few channels. There's some old board games just lying around, but they're all missing pieces and instructions. There was one box that promised 8 games in one, but I couldn't figure out for the life of me how to play a single game. A couple of decks of cards, all incomplete. I must have dreamt 20 times that I found the 4 of clubs. Well, They open the escalator every year on January 1st. Clear everyone out. They used to do it more often, but then, well, yep, budget cuts. I fell in the beginning of April, one of the last cold weekends of the year. Really tough thing to get your head around, being trapped in there almost a whole calendar year. Pretty much the only thing that passes for excitement there is when somebody new drops in. Pretty quickly, you learn to tell the difference between the real people and the mannequins they drop down the chute. Sure. Well, that's how they keep everyone fed down there. They stuff mannequins full of food and supplies, put them on the escalator, and just let them slide down the chute. Well, that's a big moment when they drop the mannequins down. Really breaks up the monotony. Everyone rushes over to tear the mannequin apart to get their hands on the food inside. Oh, indeed. But I guess it's the easiest way to get the food to slip down the crack. Now, one time, a real guy fell down the shaft and was mistaken for a mannequin. Now, he was half torn to shreds before I pulled him out of there. Poor fella didn't look lifelike enough. Oh, yes. He was really quite beside himself. He gave me his pipe as a token of appreciation for saving him from the mob. Well, I still keep it in my pocket. Oh, look. Let's give it to her place. Let's see if she's feeling more sociable. Lola, dear, are you feeling more chatty now? She says her tea party is still missing 2 guests. You see, we just need to find 2 more of her friends.
It's nothing like that, Gio.
Ah, of course. My audiobook about the Gulag makes perfect sense. That's only 1 more object to find now. Oh, well, it's something I used to play for her in the car an awful lot. There was this one story.
Hold on. Jack Pinkman.
Story she used to adore. The story? Well, it's about 2 guys. In a way, 2 guys. 2 guys like us who were side by side, both waiting for something to happen. Now, these 2 fellows were both prisoners in the Gulag.
Okay. We give Lola my photo. No.
Do you know what the Gulag was? So, the Gulag. That was these forced labor camps where they used to send people in Russia.
Anyways,
right?
how's it going, Gio?
The thing
It's been a while.
The Gulags weren't closely guarded. It was pretty easy to escape. Because these camps were off in the absolute middle of nowhere. You could escape, but then what would you do? Well, you'd starve to death. So there was a trick. It was called the sandwich. Now, say you and I wanted to escape the Gulag. 2 guys like us, friends. We recruit another guy, a 3rd guy, to escape with us. Now, preferably a nice, fat, buttery guy. The fat guy was called the sandwich because the idea is that the 2 buddies, us, we kill and eat the sandwich on the way home to survive. It's great, right? Maybe I didn't tell the story right. Oh, I think mainly just because of the setting. Siberia. Bears love stories about remote places. Well, I haven't told you the best part yet.
Lola.
Well, there was one time these 2 guys escaped with a sandwich. But there was a problem. They finished the sandwich too soon. Didn't ration them out long enough. He was all gone, and they still had days to walk through the Siberian tundra.
Well, more story time.
These guys were great friends, but they were also hardened criminals. And so they knew that whichever one of them fell asleep would be eaten by the other one. But the code of criminal friendship didn't allow them to acknowledge this. So they had to keep playing it, nonchalant, chatting about stuff, whatever people talked about back then, trudging through the snow.
Hey.
Who? Oh, those two convicts. Oh, no. One of them fell asleep and got eaten by the other. But it's their ability to keep face that I always think about. Their honor that couldn't admit
You will soon be hungry
any
again.
suspicion. I mean, you don't totally trust me, right? Well, I can see you looking out the corner of your eyes. You don't think I know where I'm going.
Right, we need to find the third object.
Listen, can I ask you an honest question?
Sure.
Okay, here goes. This girlfriend of yours, why is it so important for you to find her? I mean, okay, the burnt photo, damsel in distress, etc., etc. I get it. But if you can't remember anything about her...
We'll always have this.
Yes.
See? This is Lola's influence. It's starting to work. You feel it, right?
All you have to do is find your way back to me.
Kira.
Let's keep him as our pet.
You two didn't even mean to capture it. It just flew into the empty bottle. Yeah, so you think maybe the goal of this whole ride is to return to that moment of innocence and recapture the magic of that moment?
No.
Can't repeat the past. Why, of course you can. Well, for your sake, I hope so. I think you know. You're like me. The past is the only place left for us. When we were young, we thought the past could only tie us down. Everything we wanted, freedom, lay ahead on the open road. Well, that was yesterday, and this is today. Now the past is all you've got, and the future is full of pain. Well, when we get to the warehouse, remember to keep an eye out for a firefly in a glass bottle. It shouldn't be hard to spot. They tend to keep that place pretty dimly lit.
He's not real. He's a part of my memory or something. I think I know the last piece now. Not yet. Well, he's a mental guard.
Oh, look. Looks like Vern started doing some advertising.
Good for Vern.
I guess he's finally decided to take matters into his own hands. Normally, he's so stoic, letting things take their own course, never complaining. Well, he was just trying to help you. Seems like you can use it. You're totally infected with this frontier spirit, am I right? Always move ahead, always continue along the two-lane blacktop. Maybe Vern exaggerates a bit, but at least he knows these parts. You should turn back here. No, I'm serious.
No.
It's just Lola. Nothing. Someone changed the street signs. Him. He's been here. I swear it was the second left past the red house. But
there wasn't a red house.
Don't worry. We'll find it. It's right around here. No, it seems to have disappeared along with the car manual. I just want to find my dog.
I don't know who he's talking
These
about.
streets all look the same. This is worse than falling down an escalator. Here, take this. See if you can figure out which way is east.
That is a kaleidoscope?
Are you sure? I mean, look through it and see if it tells you which way is east.
Okay, let's see.
No luck, huh? Well, maybe it does something useful. Oh!
There you go, Lola.
Listen! She's starting to talk. Hopefully we can get out of this maze now and head on our way. Lola, dear, this young man and I, we're looking for... She's saying something. Something about you. A car crash? No. He's fine. Well, just look at him. She
Car
thinks
crash.
you've caused some kind of accident.
Car crash. Seattle woman, 29, seriously injured in crash.
Accident. I can vouch for this young man, Lola.
I wasn't
Well,
in
he's
a
been
car
with me
crash.
almost the entire afternoon. She says she knows who you are, and that she wants to help you. She's gathered these memory objects for a purpose, for you to put together, to bring you earthly knowledge, she says. Very peculiar.
No. No. This isn't right. Right now, I can put things back? Yes, I can. Perfect. Let's see. That is going to be the pipe. No, kaleidoscope goes there. It's gonna go here. Not the cassette tape. The pipe. This is going to be the key. Oh wait. No.
Well, isn't that something?
What is it? Is that the compass? I don't
It's
know.
alchemy, my boy. Art. A camera.
Camera.
Your means for turning water into wine, redeeming the past, renewing memories.
Sweet.
Well, nothing needs redeeming more than the American suburbia. Am I right? Americana,
Huh.
where the surreal intermingles with the mundane.
You'll grow
Here's your
hungry
chance, my
soon.
boy. Create a photo journal. Win some awards. Firefly, sent directly from your memory, I suppose, to guide you. Oh, hello there, Lampiridine.
Guy looks weird. Look at his face.
Oh. Ho, those sideburns. Don't let my students get a hold of that. I think they're not done yet. They want you to take more photos.
Yeah.
They want to show us the way, but they can only do it through photos.
Hitchhiking.
Gee, I didn't notice him standing back there. Should we go back and pick him up? Who is that guy anyway? You don't sound very glad to see him. I think they're not done yet. They want you to take more photos.
Fireflies on my right. Through the house. There. Glasses sign up ahead. Trading post. Cameras bought and sold.
Trading post, huh? Interesting proposition. I expect you get something rather valuable in exchange for this particular camera.
And these fireflies are wasting time, man. Telephone pole. Warehouse of lost things. Closed.
What? It can't... Ah, no! No! My dog! How? If I can't find her in the past, I don't have a chance of finding her in the future. Oh, that was just nonsense I said to cheer you up. I just want to find my dog.
You don't need to look fancy while flying. We've plenty of time. Where the they are? Huh? There they are.
Did you feel like they turned on the heat in this?
I mean, it would make sense if they did. Yeah, it does feel really. It does feel really warm in here, and I'm wearing a flannel, so.
Is that a dog collared in the street? I suppose, but what's happened to her? She's invisible. She's lost in time since the warehouse closed its doors. That's it. Capture her with that camera of yours.
Dog collar.
Oh, you're a good dog, Hobbs. You ran past a funny mailbox through a door, and we'll find you, don't worry. We've got to find that house.
A house with a strange mailbox.
That's the one. Hang on. Look, the silo. That's my house. Funny how you can come upon the very place you live and not even recognize it. All depends on the angle you... Hey! There's Hops! Thank goodness. Oh, I've almost got her back. Listen, I didn't realize the warehouse was closed, but we must do it again. Now you have to promise me, pinky promise, that we're going to meet again in a year, okay? This same spot. We won't exchange contact info or anything like that. We'll keep it old school. Meet here in 1 year's time. What do you say? Wise plan, young man. People like to say that you can't live in the past. Well, look at me. I'm living proof to the contrary. Look, your fireflies are back.
So they are.
Seems like they're waiting to give you one last memory.
No memory here.
Hops, wait for me!
Oh. He just ran out. Well, that's ride 2. That's gate number 2 done. I think.
I just think it would be fun to ring the bell. I lived here my entire childhood. I feel like I have the right.
Sure, but we better make it quick. Lots of driving to do still.
Hello. What can I do for you two?
This is gonna sound funny, but...
Not at all. Come right in.
Oh, sorry. I've got to take this.
She got in a
To
car
me, it's
accident.
perfect
That's what
here.
I'm saying.
I don't understand what's
That's
so
my
great about our
theory.
life in Seattle. Don't you ever think about making a change?
Sure, but this isn't the kind of change I had in mind. I get it. You grew up here, so it's your baseline of normal. But this just isn't my idea of an adventure.
Adventure. It's real here. It's a good place to grow up, to have children. At least it was for me. I can always find myself here. Same stars, same fence, same mailbox.
Oh, he's back. No, I'm getting out. Why is that mailbox so small? Goodbye, camera. Oh, hey, look, my box.
Hey, you need a ride someplace?
Alright. Well, I'm gonna end the stream here. I completed 2 gates out of the 5 gates. What the hell? Oh, that was fun. It was alright. Fun little puzzle game. Not even much of a puzzle game, it's pretty straightforward. Well, that was Hitchhiker for now. I'll finish the game later. I gotta get to bed. It's already 11:30. I have to have school tomorrow. Climb up a pole in almost freezing cold weather. And I don't have money for lunch. Isn't that wonderful? Well, fairly well. Good luck to y'all. Goodbye.